Tonight's referees will be Greenwich and Thomas.
Tend to watch.
Good evening and welcome to the Greenwich YMCA for Match 2 of the USA-Hungary Series on the East Coast swing for the 2016 U.S. Olympic Women's Water Polo team alongside two-time Olympian Betsy Armstrong. Greg Meskel here with you poolside in Greenwich, Connecticut at the Greenwich YMCA for USA and Hungary. The two teams meeting Monday evening in Miami. A dominant effort for Team USA, 13-6, and a homecoming for keeper Ashley Johnson. There's a good look at Team USA head coach Adam Krikorian in the squad. They'll go with Sammy Hill in the goal tonight, taking on Hungary, looking to rebound against Team USA. Betsy, as we look towards Game 2 of this match, you've done this before where you take on a team that's coming from another country, maybe some jet lag, shaking off the cobwebs. They don't play as strong in that first game. What should Team USA expect now that Hungary's had a couple of days to maybe acclimate to life on the East Coast?
Yeah, I think the Hungarians are definitely going to be going for it tonight. I don't think any team, likes to come to a visiting country and get beat 13-6.
Sure.
And especially a team that's as offensively dominant as Hungary. So I think it'll be really fun to watch them come out hard and see how the USA can play up to that.
Obviously, some of the names have changed since you last played against Hungary, but the country in general always known for excellent outside shooting. How do you describe their kind of attack and what makes them such dangerous shooters from the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean they're going to shoot the ball hard and they're going to release the ball really quick. So I mean they're some of the most beautiful shooters in the world. I mean they're going to hold the ball up high. They're going to fake. They have great legs, fake, and then it's going to come off their hand fast. You know, so you're often looking at high, fast shots either over your head, high corner. They're definitely strong shooters.
About to get set here at the Greenwich YMCA for Hungary. They go with Adina Gangel. They're still trying to decide their Olympic roster, so Gangel gets the nod in cage for Team USA. Sammy Hill, they have selected their Olympic roster. Hungary still to decide as we get set for the start of the opening sprint here between Team USA and Hungary. And we are underway. Our officials for this one, Alex Stankiewicz, Thomas Molnar. And Team USA controls the opening sprint. Melissa Seidemann will start things off. They go with Seidemann and Mackenzie Fisher, Fatal, Nuschel, Maggie Steffens, and Courtney Mathewson to round out their starting group. Saw some heavy pressure from Hungary in the series opener.
Yeah, they're a strong team. They can run all sorts of different types of defenses, so it's not unusual to see Hungary in a heavy press like this.
And now they come up with a turnover. Anna Kishtalecki coming up with it on the perimeter. And Mathewson there to defend as Team USA gets their start defensively now. And still kind of tinkering with their lineup, of course, as they try and figure out, we know the 13 that'll go to Rio, but what will be the best actual mix out there to start a game when they get to the Olympics. Turnover there, and Sammy Hill will take control. Betsy, we touched on it a bit Monday night, but when you know you're going to see a team in the Olympics, but you have 3 games with them here, are you holding anything back? Do you try and perhaps not show all your cards in one of these common training matches?
You know, yes and no. I don't think that's really the style of Team USA. We're not a team that likes to run a whole lot of tricky plays. I think there are certainly, some after-goal plays, some 6-on-5 plays, some maybe a defense here and there that they would not bring out right away. But you're not going to see them holding back too much or hiding too much.
Team USA goes off the bar there on the attempt from Fatal. Capacity crowd, this match sold out very quickly at the Greenwich YMCA. Admittedly, not the largest venue in the United States, but they did pack it out, and an excited crowd to be here. A lot of the local club athletes and high school athletes on hand. Ball under the call there. Kylie Nuschel comes up with the steal. Opening moments here. Just about 2 minutes gone by. First quarter, we're scoreless. USA in Hungary, playing the second of 3 games on the East Coast. Here's Kylie Nuschel. Looking inside, Seidemann posting. Nuschel now from the outside. A few fakes, and that is off the mark and tipped out. Gangel getting a piece of that.
Yeah, and you see the Team USA started to break Hungary's press a little bit there, so they're able to work the ball in and really work for that shot. That's a nice look from Kylie.
Sending a couple of drives there to try and maybe break things up a bit. Here's Fatal controlling near side. Ordinary there.
And it's just really something, this team, they have so many people that can go in and post up and get position here. I think that's, one of the greatest strengths of this group. Getting close and work for side.
Here's Mathewson. Shot clock under 10. 5.5 to play first quarter. Still no score. Shot clock to 3. It'll be Fisher inside. Seidemann in the backhand. Not much on it. And Gangel comes up with it. You talked about that pressure defense from Hungary. Outside of it being difficult to move against that, physically it feels like it's probably a draining offense or draining defense for the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you'll see a lot of teams that come out in the beginning of a game or the beginning of a half and run a hard press like that to really send a message. And I mean, set the tone physically, tire their opponents. Really let the other team know they're going to have to work for it.
Tote working inside, spinning, and then knocked away and stolen. And Hill controlling. She'll push ahead. USA with the advantage if they hurry. Under 5 to play. High-scoring first quarter in Miami. That's not the case here. Still scoreless through 3 minutes. Nuschel gives a look. Defenders coming, and she sails it left. And ball will come into Sammy Hill, or rather make that gangle to get things started for Hungary. Here's Kisztalecki. Hungary, the European champions, qualified back in January. Nushel comes up with the takeaway here, and the counter underway for Team USA, looking for some opportunities.
Yeah, and you see Maggie moving up center. Have a nice advantage there.
Had a look, passed on it. Sideman in a battle down at 2 meters.
You can see they're getting tired a little bit here. It's been a lot of back and forth without any scoring. Both teams are playing a hard defense.
It's like been watching a bunch of cars driving sand. Everyone is just slowly trying to break free to get past one another. Halfway through the first quarter. Here's Garda. She'll swing near side. Menzinger looking for that angle. Shot clock to 6. Skip. Too much bounce on it. Goes up over Hill. And Team USA will take control. Ahead to Fatal. Now Steffens works in at 2 meters. So versatile. You talked about it earlier. The drive through, now the potential post-up opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, they can just almost send anyone down to 2 meters.
Here's Nushel, timer to 7. And Nushel connects. Team USA on the board, went skip shot as the shot clock was down under 5, and Team USA answers first, 1-0. 3:12 to play, first quarter. Second look here, Betts.
Yeah, and I mean, you just see Kylie really working her way up and around to get that angle, and the defender just isn't there. I mean, it's such a nice look. It comes quick off her hand. She's really able to work it into that low cross cage shot.
As a right-hander, that looked like a very hard
angle. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot for a right-hander down there.
Lefty might have it a bit easier. USA scores first, 1-0, 3:10 to go, first quarter. It has to be a bit of a relief there for the USA offense to get on the board.
Able to change up their personnel a little bit here, get some fresh bodies in the water.
Yeah, a team that can easily go 6 in, 6 out when it comes to what they've got on the bench. Of course, not the case there with a 13-person roster and 2 keepers, but
yeah, they can sub everyone if they need to.
So an exclusion here against KK Clark, who just came on, and a power play, the first for Hungary. Such around the way now, working along that 2-meter line. She'll get it back and take a look. Nothing there. Sides coming even, power play over, and deflected away. Field block in front, Aria Fisher, and Craig in close to help tip it away.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of teams run these after goals to really work for that 5-man or 6-man advantage after the goal, just to get everybody tangled up.
Here's Gilchrist. She just came on, threads inside, keeper out, and Gangle up to take it away as Steffens was working in close.
Yeah, that was a nice look.
Now ahead, Hungary threatening in close. Musselman there defending. Just an ordinary as they worked inside to Tokac. She'll pull it back out. Musselman able to get back. Seemed like Team USA was in trouble there, able to recover. And now a contra foul. So just that fast, Hungary goes from appearing to have the advantage to turning it over.
Yeah.
Hill now pushing ahead. Here's Clark. Clark trying to work inside. Keeper out. Couldn't get much on it. Aggressive goalkeeping here from Hungary to start. That keeper does not mind leaving the cage.
You've seen her creeping out a little bit earlier, looking, with all those post-ups. She's looking to make that steal.
Less than 90 seconds to go. First quarter, USA leading 1-0. On a tally from Kylie Nushel. That's all the scoring so far. Shot clock to 5 for the Hungarians. Such moving in. She'll let it fly. Hill gets a piece of that. Rebound in front. Sammy Hill will control. Still a battle as Steffens departs 2 meters.
Yeah, the Hungarian center here, number 10. She's been around for a while, and she's a force to be reckoned with in the center position.
Barbara Bujaka, and now Fisher moving along. Gilchrist. Gilchrist a few fakes, and that's bar down. Fisher right in front. She can't put it home. Third attempt not there. Credit Ganglo for turning that aside, and Hungary will call for time with 45 seconds to play. A 1-0 lead for Team USA. And a timeout here for Hungary. They get their use it or lose a timeout here in the first quarter, and we'll talk things over as the clock showing now 40 seconds to play here, and we'll get a pretty good look at the huddle here as they will come right in front of us to talk things over. Much better start if you're looking at the defensive side of things for Hungary. If they go back to the Miami game, Team USA came out guns blazing. Both sides were scoring quite a bit, but the United States taking a big lead early on there. Hungary's done a better job here tonight.
Yeah, I think you'll see, the more teams can clean it up. I mean, obviously I'm biased as a goalkeeper, but I think the more teams can clean it up on defense, the more meaningful your goals become, right? So I mean that one look from Kylie is just so beautiful, and going with 40 seconds left in the first quarter here, we'll see what else plays out. When
it is a low-scoring game, for all we know, this will end up 11-10. But early on, as a goalkeeper, you start to think, well, we're not scoring a lot, so I've got to be even better.
A little bit, sometimes. It depends. I think it's less about that and more about the number of touches you're getting.
Sure. So. Out of the timeout, Hungary trailing 1-0. They did have a chance on the power play, unable to convert there. Here's Bujaka. She sails it, partially tipped.
You'll see USA is countering hard off on this last offensive possession for them.
Gilchrist now. Under 20 seconds left, about a 1-second differential shot in game clock. She'll take a look, nobody home. Deal out to Mackenzie Fisher, long arm cruising in. And now Steffens. Fisher, she'll have a look if she wants it. A few fakes and tipped out nearly off the end line, and it is out of play with just 2.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Enough time for a catch and shoot here for Team USA. Leading 1-0, Gilchrist will get in position. Someone's going to look to break free.
Yeah, you see them all looking to get pretty close in here.
Yeah, no shot there. The ball stolen by Hungary. Not even a chance for a shot. A lot of physical play in at 2 meters, but we've come to the end of one in Greenwich, Connecticut. Team USA 1, Hungary 0. We're back after this with the start of the second quarter. Stay with us. You're watching live, USA Water Polo TV. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Welcome back inside the Greenwich YMCA. Great look there at downtown Greenwich here, just above the YMCA. Classic historical building, undergoing a bit of renovations here. But the pool in good working order. Team USA and Hungary 1 quarter deep. And the United States ahead 1-0 along with Betsy Armstrong. Greg Meskel here with you poolside. And Team USA controls the opening sprint. They'll get things going. See where the offenses go here after 8 minutes of settling in. Betsy, any adjustments you'd make there if you're looking at either Team USA or Hungary?
You know, I think you'll see maybe, as you see right here in front of us, Team USA is just moving a little bit more offensively. Hungary came out again in a hard press. They're going to look to just move and post people up as much as they can.
Shot clock about to expire here for Steffens. 3 seconds left, and she'll let it fly. That's off the mark. And it'll come back to Hungary. We see Steffens there. And a lot of people talk about that performance in London. You were there. How do you wrap your mind around what she did offensively in that series of games?
I mean, it's just remarkable. It just goes to show you that what any player can do. I mean, it's really, really exciting to see her rise up to the opportunity, and you can't limit yourself. You know, anything can happen.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere in regards to international water polo, just 19 years old. Shot clock about to expire. Musselman field blocks it. It comes back to Hungary with 2 seconds left. Gonna pull the ball out here. And they'll say it's Team USA ball. So thought they might give it back to Hungary there with 2 on the clock, but instead the ball turns over. Musselman there, long arms, comes over to take it away. Part of this new era of the women's national team. 3 under-20s on this roster headed to Rio.
It's just remarkable, this young team, and to see what they've done. They've just, you know, won tournament after tournament after tournament. It's going to be so much fun watching them go into Rio.
Bad pass there from Musselman. Easy steal. And then an exclusion on Neuschel. Didn't get out of the way. And now on the move, here's Ursulja Tokic. She needs someone to get her live, yeah. They go right back to her. Trouble here for Hill. Tokic right in front, skips it home. We're tied at 1. Easy money for the Hungarians on the power play goal for Ursulja Tokic.
And it just goes to show you how quickly, you know, one bad pass in the perimeter can lead to, you know, a goal the other way.
Well, a talented team like this, you give them an opportunity, and that really ended up being a 1-on-none.
Yeah.
Hungary just a little slow to realize she needed help getting live, but once she did, tough for Hill to put that one away. So 6.5 to play, first half. We're tied at 1, USA and Hungary. Low-scoring game here to start in Greenwich. Team USA Hungary will close out the series Saturday in the Bronx, Fordham University. And Cammie Craig will draw an exclusion here in close. The exclusion will go against Hungary. And Kata Menzinger. Here's Steffens. Still plenty of time. Seidemann around the horn, Neuschel, Fatal.
And they're just holding the ball up so well here.
Seidemann buries it. Power play. Goal is there right as sides were coming even. A 2-1 lead for Team USA as Melissa Seidemann connects. And so well known as a defender, but a near effortless shot on offense. A real powerful shot for Seidemann.
I mean, Melissa's such a great shooter. Her arms are so long. I remember when I first realized how long they actually are. When she's on her legs, she can hold that ball up high and fake well.
Two-1 lead for Team USA, 5:45 to go. First half. Seidemann, the latest goal scorer. Hungary had an answer earlier on the Tokic goal. Now from the outside, field block there, and Hill able to gather.
And Team USA with a lot of good field saves here so far in this this match.
Probably a goalkeeper's best friend when they do the job, right?
I love what I'm seeing.
Steffens, Craig working inside again, gets good position. A little too powerful. That's the double-edged sword, I guess, of being Cammie Craig. Sometimes you're so strong, you can just blow people out of the way.
Yeah, I think that pass came in pretty hot, and she was still working for her position a little bit. Caught her a little early.
Nuschel picks up another exclusion, so 2 quick ones here on Kylie Nuschel. And the power play for Hungary with 5 minutes to go, first half. Ball on the perimeter. Kestie working around, now 2-meter area. Sides coming even. Another field block. Steffens is there to thump that one out of bounds. And the power play killed off.
Yeah, and with all this movement, you're seeing a few more ejections this quarter. Allowing the other teams to bring it in close, see if they can put some goals on the board.
Fatal. Ordinary called there. Working out a Musselman is looking for some position. Entangled. Nothing easy here, courtesy of the Hungarians, making it difficult for Team USA to move around. Shot clock expiring. Steffens goes off the post. Seidelman breaks free for the ball. Draws the ordinary, and a new life here on offense. New shot clock. Fatal's knocked down. Buyaka there defending. Here's Steffens. 4 minutes to play, second quarter. Into Craig. Had inside position, had things sealed off and draw the exclusion. Gabriela Such excluded. Here's Musselman now. Fatal. Now Musselman. Musselman off the bar, long rebounder, chase for it. Team USA still on the advantage, not any longer. Sides coming even. Craig tries the one time. A race for it, keeper out. And Matheson can't get there first. Hungary gobbles it up with Dora Zagan. Hungary with a small advantage, they almost throw it away. A few fakes and another field block. And the USA defenders have done a nice job taking away opportunities before they can ever reach Sammy Hill.
Yeah, and that's a tricky position to shot block in too, right in front of the goalkeeper there. So they're doing a really great job.
You ever get worried about getting screened out from a shot?
Yeah, it does happen. So I think, you can tell that they've been doing this a lot.
Steffens into Craig, bad pass there. And no shot for Cammie Craig to come up with that one. And now Hungary on the counter. They've got the advantage here if they hurry. Here's Zagan on the move.
Courtney just hustling down, head down freestyle to get to that ball.
Yeah, great hustle there from Matheson to recover. Kills off the chance for the Hungarians. 2:18 to play, first half. Good defensive battle here in Greenwich to start. 2-1, Team USA in front. From the outside and off the mark on the attempt there from Kisztelecki. Seidemann and Buyaka will not be Facebook friends anytime soon. A good battle there at 2 meters.
Yeah, it looks familiar.
And that bubbling over, an exclusion there a long way from the goal. Coach Krikorian will call for time as Buyaka goes off.
And this will just be a good opportunity for Team USA to kind of work on some of their plays that they might be considering for London. Or for Rio, excuse me, something that they're, might spin something off of once they get down to Brazil.
2-1 lead for Team USA, 1:53 to play. First half action. The two squads head down to the Bronx. A Saturday matinee at Fordham, 2 p.m. start there. Live coverage on USA Water Polo TV right here, youtube.com/USAWP. As we see a timeout here with Coach Krikorian. Good look from behind the huddle. Betsy, we talked during the live counterattack earlier. You're still obviously involved in the game. ODP coaching. This is the culmination of that ODP process. What is it like for you to be kind of dealing with that next generation, the folks that want to get to this level one day?
You know, it's just really special. I mean, you see this team here, and so many of them grew up in that pipeline, and you just know, that the kids you're coaching are going to be in this pool in the next 4 to 8 to 12 years. So it's fun.
Well, it's interesting. Rachel Fatal on this team now. She talked about kind of training during 2012, and she would come after high school and felt like she was just kind of like a practice dummy, and now she's here on this team. So you can see there's that pipeline alive and well. Speaking of Fatal controlling there. Hungary packs the cage here. 2 defenders and a keeper. Power play coming to an end. Fisher wants it, and save made. Gangle.
Yeah, and that's a hard, you see a lot of those European teams do that 3-goalie defense, and that can often be a challenging defense to break.
Definitely, I think, makes teams think twice because you're so used to that not happening. A couple of defenders getting there. And it can make you wonder. Ordinary called. Hungary on the attack, under 10 on the timer. Shot clock to 3 now. A few fakes. Fisher coming over, and Hungary out of time on that possession. Shot clock violation. Under a minute to play, first half, 2-1. Team USA in front. Hill now pushing ahead. And taken away. Defense there. Dora Antal, the Cal Bear, coming up with it. Redshirting this past year for the squad in Berkeley, along with Anna Illich. A couple of devastating scores, along with Spain's Rose Targo on that Cal attack.
Yeah, Cal has put together a really great sort of international all-star team up there.
Ball inside, exclusion, wave off the goal. Gilchrist will go out on the kick out. And a power play here for Hungary. And they will call for time. With about 30 seconds to play. I don't know if they'll adjust the clock here. Just a little frustration here as Hungary looking for a timeout sooner. But they'll bring the squad over and talk things out. Down just 2-1. You really couldn't have orchestrated a more different game than Monday night.
Yeah.
13-6, goals everywhere. Team USA really starts to pull away in the third quarter. Maybe things change here, but now this is such a defensive battle. No one getting anywhere easily through the first 2 quarters.
It's just such a special thing about this sport, I think. I mean, when you're looking to prepare for a tournament like an Olympic Games, you're going to be playing a different team every other day. I mean, that's how it's going to be. You're going to play one team one day, and it might be huge, and then you have to come back a day later and have a completely different game. So to face the same opponent and have such a swing like that is just great experience and good preparation for this team.
We talked about the idea that maybe not showing all of your cards. Conversely, what can you take from this? You're going to play Hungary come mid-August in the Olympics. How much can you look at these 3 games and say, oh, I know this person loves to shoot high or tries to lob on me? Would that be things you could gather?
Absolutely, yeah. I think you're just looking at a familiarity. I mean, you're not going to – I think this team is cautious enough, and the coaching staff is on top of it, in the sense where they're not gonna say like, okay, we saw Hungary, check that off their list.
Yeah.
But they're gonna take away a sense of comfort, saying that personnel-wise, they know who likes to do what.
Sure. Out of the timeout, about a 5-second differential shot and game clock here. Hungary on the advantage. 1 for 3 right now on the power play. And off the post and in. That one ricochets a pinball.
It's a beautiful shot.
And a score from the outside. And that's number 2 for Osolia Tokic.
And that's a momentum-changing goal, Instead of, now Hungary will be looking at potentially going into this halftime tied.
Yeah, 2-2 game with 16 seconds left. And now Team USA will try and push back ahead. But Hungary has been there step for step as we get a second look at this goal. This one hit every part of the cage. Pings off that far post. And in and out, the United States controlling. Here's Gilchrist. Fatal on the move. Working inside 5 meters. Draws a crowd, draws an exclusion. 7 seconds left. Pump fake and in.
And
Musselman from Fatal.
It's going to change the halftime meetings, I think, a little bit here.
Hungary feeling good for the moment and immediately allowing a goal. And this all came from an aggressive drive from Fatal, drawing the exclusion. Last chance. Hill punches it away with two hands, and that'll bring us to halftime in Greenwich as Team USA scoring in the final seconds on a Maddie Musselman power play strike on the exclusion drawn by Rachel Fatal. Team USA ahead 3-2. Betsy, your thoughts on this first half? We just discussed kind of the low-scoring defensive mentality, offense picking up there in the final moments. Where does Team USA go third quarter to try and perhaps pull away in this?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to need to stay consistent on defense. Obviously, they've had great 5-on-6, tons of field saves, and so they're going to need to look at what they can develop offensively. I think they're, not seeing Kylie as much on offense in this quarter with her two ejections. They're going to need to have some other shooters step up and put some goals on the board.
So at the half, 3-2, USA in front. We'll take a timeout and return. Third quarter on the way. Stay with us. You're watching live on USA Water Polo TV. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
And welcome back. Third quarter on the way. Greg Meskel, now joined by Greenwich coach Chris Vidal. Chris, thanks for subbing in. A little tag team.
Yeah.
Let's see Chris on the scene.
Thanks for having me.
Your thoughts here in that first half?
I mean, super aggressive. Refs are definitely letting them play it out. They want to see them either finish the ball or make a move for that final play. So it's definitely cool.
What adjustments, if you're looking at things from Hungary's side of the ball, would you make going into this third quarter?
Their shot blocking. I mean, they're definitely dropping on our whole sets, but I think just the USA moves very well laterally with that ball, and they're moving that blocker right out of position. There you have
and
it.
There it is. Team USA adds another. Rachel Fatal connecting. So Team USA spreading the ball around. Now 4 different goal scores. 4-2 they lead. And a quick turn of events here. Hungary tied the game at 2-2 at the very end of that second quarter. And as we see again, Rachel Fatal goes high corner, tough to stop, to make it a 4-2 game. After the ordinary, Hungary controlling. Kestilyi will go across the way. Plenty of time here on the shot clock, working inside, spinning backhand off the post, and the rebound controlled by Sammy Hill. A near score there for Buyaka. Here's Fatal. Steffens takes a look. Mathewson now. Shot clock to 5. Mathewson, that one bangs hard off the bar. Rebound right to Kaylee Gilchrist, and new life on offense. And a great steal, stepping in front. Rita Kestilyi coming up with it, and a turnover. And Hungary now on the move. Hungary trailing 4-2, looking to get back within 1. Zagan works it around the way. Kestilyi controlling. Top of their perimeter now. Tokuc, she has 2 goals, all of them for Hungary. Sides coming even. Power play is over as Fatal comes back after excluded right inside the 2, tipped away. Mathewson and Steffens are there. Chris, we see this intense Hungarian pressure for maybe some of our younger viewers that are watching. You're facing a press like this, it feels like you can't move, maybe you're in quicksand. How do you break through that?
I mean, fundamentals are everything, but sometimes brute strength definitely comes into play. But good base, protecting the ball, finding the defender, keeping good separation, and using those legs to dig in with your left shoulder, right shoulder, depending on what your strong hand is, and making that move. But the game's getting a little chippy. You could definitely see it. But I don't know. Maybe the referees start cleaning it up. But if not, it's definitely going to be entertaining.
Fatal, their aggressive defense down at 2 meters. Into Seidemann now. She's been in a tussle for the last couple of minutes. Draws an exclusion. Tokuc will go out. And a power play here. Mathewson hit from behind. Still buries it. And if that was basketball, that would have been an N1. She'll take just the regular goal as her cap gets knocked off. And it's a 5-2 lead for Team USA. Second look here, Chris.
That's awesome. I got nothing else to say, but
Dynamite
awesome.
analysis.
You might not have the most articulate guy over here.
That's okay. What you lack in articulation, you bring in enthusiasm.
Simple game, simple man.
.5:05 to play, third quarter, 5-2. So Team USA has scored a couple unanswered here to open the third. Was 3-2 at half. Now 5-2, and now a steal, Musselman. Musselman. Your coach Krikorian yelling for movement. Fisher working inside. Here's Craig trying to break free, has her arm dragged down. Easy exclusion call there for the officials. Zagan goes off. Power play here for Team USA. Musselman. Here's Gilchrist. KK Clark gives a look. She's knocked down. Sides coming even. Power play over. Clark is on the money. KK Clark connecting. A 6-2 lead. So much like the third quarter on Monday night in Miami, Team USA starting to blow things open in this third period. Like Hungary is trying to collapse and add a couple of defenders there to the cage.
I mean, that USA set play, though, I mean, there's too many weapons, too good body position. And the ball fakes out of a USA makes you think they're putting it one way when that ball's really going in the set.
On the other end, Hungary drawing the exclusion. That'll go against number 9, Aria Fisher. And Hungary needs something here to try and keep pace. It's starting to slip away here in the third, trailing 6-2. Around the perimeter, sides coming even, and a score. The power play goal is there for Dora Zagan right as sides were coming even, and much needed for the Hungarians. Second look here. As Fisher comes back on. Seems like right at the start of an exclusion and towards the end, always kind of good times to potentially score a goal.
Yeah.
What'd you see there?
Oh, I mean, Kami Craig definitely got hit in the head there. I think her suit just got ripped off.
Yeah, might need a replacement there.
I've gone toe-to-toe with Kami once.
How'd that work out for you?
She beat me.
3:13 to play, third quarter, 6-3, Team USA leading. One up 6-2 before Hungary just came through with their most recent goal. From the outside and a field block, Musselman controls it.
That's what the timeout.
And Team USA will call for time.
That's what the 7th or 8th shot block in this game out of Team USA, potentially.
Yeah, they've
Just
been
from the
dominant in the field block situation, and it's really not taking anything away from what Sammy Hill's doing, but they've taken away so many shots before they can even get near.
Oh, I mean, watching their practice earlier today, they're throwing the ball full tilt right at each other,
Yeah.
shot blocking.
Coach Krikorian going to the loose leaf notes here. 2:56 to play, third quarter, a 6-3 lead for Team USA.
You think that's inspiration? Just came up to him, drew it up right away?
Had to quickly put something together. And some new personnel out there. Here's Steffens. Gilchrist gives a look. Lots of movement here. USA heading towards the goal. Steffens trying to reach that ball.
I mean, you can see right there, the referees definitely want to see them finish out that play.
An exclusion called against Hungary. That's against Menzinger, her second. Nearly tipped away. Neuschel now carrying 2 fouls. Fisher. Sides coming even. Fatal redirect. Gilchrist on point. Kelly Gilchrist as the sides were coming even. A 7-3 lead for Team USA.
Just the ball movement alone in this play. Redirect. It's just good patience too, like you said. Waiting either early if it's available or just waiting late. You definitely see the difference in the maturity in the athletes when you just see a high-level college game versus a high-level international game.
And I imagine you coach high school and club. Is that something you have to kind of teach patience? You know, when that shot clock is winding down, when sides are coming even, you still have time to kind of get what you want to get done.
I mean, even on a simple one on nobody, you got to let the athlete know you have so much more time.
Yeah.
Water's a tough thing to move through. I feel like some athletes just can't comprehend that sometimes.
It's the great equalizer.
It really is.
Into Craig, and double team, now a triple team taken away. So short breather there for Cammie Craig. She's back out. Got her suit zipped up and ready to roll. Under 2 to play, third quarter.
Just a little World Cup spray. That's all you need.
On the inside now, Hill comes out, and the ball's in the back of the net. That's Dora Antal hitting for Hungary. And just off to the side, her college head coach, Rich Corso, making the trip out to see a host of athletes he knows. Of course, many on Team Hungary, and then former U.S. Olympic team coach, so watching Team USA in action. He coached on the men's side. A 7-4 game right now with 1:27 to play in the third. We mentioned the match Saturday at Fordham. 3 more games coming up on the West Coast later in July versus Russia. Cathedral Catholic at UCLA and at Stanford, and the Stanford match dubbed the Rumble to Rio. Tickets are going on sale today. The exclusion against Hungary. Power play. That'll go against Idko Tote. Here's Fisher. Steffens. Fatal. And now Mathewson. Another. Courtney Mathewson hits again, her second. And an 8-4 lead for Team USA.
Maybe it must be a UCLA thing right there. You can just see the anticipation. Courtney sliding into the pocket here. Fatal gives her a nice high pass, and she just finishes. Great catch and shoot. Boom.
Set her up right in motion. Kind of one stroke towards the goal. And on point here at the Greenwich YMCA. Greenwich Aquatics, 8-4. USA leading Hungary. Junior Olympics on the way this July. What's the excitement level of folks in this area for the world's biggest water polo tournament?
I mean, our kids are always fired up. I mean, being a non-West Coast team, they want to show that they can play, improve, and we definitely rise up to the challenge. I mean, our kids are excited. I mean, even I've had kids when we go to the 14 and under tournament, TYR, we're one of the few non-California teams, and just to get 1 or 2 wins out there is it just shows. I mean, I remember one of our girls came back from ODP, and the conversation was, wait, so you guys don't have games every weekend?
Yeah.
And you guys aren't from California?
An opportunity to play against some other teams, also show what Connecticut water polo all about. Under 40 seconds here as we resume action out of the timeout. JOs head to NorCal this year, San Jose. Palo Alto areas, a steal there from Steffens. And an upending near 2 meters. Seidemann and Tote involved. 15 seconds to play. Third quarter. Team USA ahead 8-4. Working inside, Fisher tries the turn, tipped away, stolen by Gangle. Musselman giving chase. Last chance here for Hungary. 2 seconds left. Back to the keeper, and that shot won't come in time. Stopped short of Sammy Hill, and 3 quarters complete. Team USA ahead 8-4 over Hungary. We step aside and return with the final 8 minutes from Greenwich, Connecticut. Stay with us. You're watching live on USA Water Polo TV. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Fourth quarter about to begin in Greenwich, Connecticut. Match 2 of a 3-game set along the East Coast for Team USA and Hungary. We'll head to the Bronx on Saturday, Fordham University, home of the Rams, for the finale. 2 p.m. start. Tickets still available at usawaterpolo.org, and if you're not in the area, you can watch live here on USA Water Polo TV along with Chris Vidal, who is familiar, I'm sure, with the Fordham pool.
Oh, yes, I
Iona
am.
Gale.
That's a good rivalry right there.
Is it? Little Iona Fordham, right?
Yep, Iona Fordham, definitely.
You guys play for some sort of trophy?
Oh, yeah. We have the Dr. Judge Cup.
There it is.
Yep. Rest in peace, Dr. Judge.
Teed you right up for that one. The Judge Cup there, Iona and Fordham.
Similar to the Nyack and O Club Cup.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a best of 2 matchup.
Just like those classic Southern SEC football rivalries where they play for a bell or some other trophy.
I mean, the town crown, right?
Yep. Backhand attempt is off the post. Sammy Hill controls, getting the start tonight.
Just a lot of back court. They're just letting it happen.
No one wants to give up on the play.
They really don't.
Here's Fisher. Mackenzie Fisher pushing ahead. Should give off to Kylie Newshall. Shot clock to 7 as Steffens handles. Steffens will walk it in, and field blocked away, nearly deflected in on that attempt there from Tokic.
Have you noticed in your years with USA Water Polo, the national team doing so much movement? I feel like this year the national team is definitely moving a lot more than I've seen before.
Nice save there by Hill. You know, I think especially in a game like this where you're dealing with such a heavy press, it stands out even more because it's almost a mode of survival. And finally we get a backcourt exclusion here. And that will send number 9, Idko Tote, off. Been a lot of extracurricular in the backcourt, so that was only a matter of time. 6 on 5, and again, Hungary packs the cage.
But even 6 on 5, USA has a lot of movement. 4-2 to 3-3, back to 4-2. Oh.
Tipped up and stolen. And the defense there for Hungary on the player disadvantage. Tipped away, sides are even now.
I mean, the press from USA, though, is just impeccable. I mean, aggressive, taking away ball side, everything.
And Steffens comes up with another as Fisher and Buyaka depart from the backcourt. And the press so intense, Sammy Hill will have to come out and lend a hand. 5:42 to go, fourth quarter. Here's Newshall. Fisher knocked down from behind, save, Gangle. And an exclusion coming here on the United States. That'll go against Rachel Fatal. Six on 5 here for Hungary. Down 4, 5 minutes to play, so every possession so crucial now for the Hungarians. Sides coming even. And Hill took that one right up high. Able to gather.
She smiles though, she's all right.
Yep, shakes it off. Sammy Hill, UCLA grad. Redshirted to train with the national team back in 2012. And now part of the squad here in 2016. Nuschel, timer to 4. That's left of the cage. And Hungary now in that tough spot, down 4 with the time remaining here, 4:20 to play in the fourth. They've got to be so precise on offense, and as I say that, it gets tipped away. Team USA, of course, working to make sure that doesn't happen.
Definitely. Every possession at this point definitely accounts for them.
And a mix-up in the backcourt will advance. Here's Mackenzie Fisher. Fisher with room to roam, stepping up. Deals off to Kylie Nuschel. Scored the first goal. Knocked down there. And a hit to the head and an exclusion. Number 7 immediately sent off for Hungary. That's Anna Illich, another Cal Bear. And Gilchrist will take a look. Power play here for Team USA. Fisher. Gilchrist, Craig right in front, bar down and in. Cami Craig, the catch and release. Team USA might have just slammed the door on Hungary in this one. 9-4 now. Second look here at Craig.
Just look how she locks in all the shot blockers and the goalie. Just a quick release. Cami knows her right arm's free, has a defender on the left shoulder, puts it away.
Biding her time until that ball comes in. And that's a whole other athletic endeavor to hold position in that area. So much going on around you.
I always love so you can't touch the bottom in this sport?
Try and go into the main lobby at Penn Station around rush hour and carve out 2 square feet for yourself. Good luck. But that's what Craig does in deep water.
It's a lot of front squats.
3:15 to play, fourth quarter. Hungary still going for it here, despite the result of this one likely decided.
I believe that's Kylie Nuschel's third.
Yeah, that'll be all for Kylie Nuschel. The Stanford grad, and Hungary gets another back. And that's Rita Castillo hitting her first on the power play, making it a 9-5 game. Kylie Nuschel coming off just a ridiculous college career at Stanford. 2-time Catino Award winner, 3-time NCAA champ.
3-time. That is awesome.
Fatal, Seidemann.
There's, lost the isolation.
Matthewson stuffs it in.
I believe they call that a JFK.
Able to bury that one in near side. Just for kicks, Matthewson stuffs it in near side. And that'll be her third, a hat trick. .234 to play.
Shot was that hard. It took the goalie cap right off her.
A 10-5 lead for Team USA. In a physical game like this, Chris, you got to remember, these two teams are going to play again on Saturday. They're going to do a little more common training. Head down to Travers Island, New York Athletic Club. Going to host some practices and then on to Fordham. So I wouldn't expect the physical play to subside come Saturday afternoon.
I don't think so, especially Hungary, I'm assuming, is going to be looking at least get one out of this series. But Team USA is going to do their best to prevent that.
Well, I think both sides would agree, good prep here for Rio. It's going to be a battle in Brazil, and nothing can replicate it like some good, intense matches. Sammy Hill was there but couldn't knock it down. Rita Castillo on the beautiful skip near side.
She got a hand on it. She looked a little upset. I think she thought it was going to be a 2-meter play, but got redirected back in.
Second look here, Castillo on the bounce. And Hill was there, frustrating for the keeper.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you get your hands on it, too.
Like they always say in the NFL, if you get a hand on it, you should catch it. Under 2 to play, fourth quarter, this one all but over. Hungary comes up with the takeaway, 1:46 to go, 10-6 Team USA. Been in control of this one since the early goings. It was a low-scoring affair to start, 1-0. The United States led after the first, just 3-2 at halftime. It's gotten a bit further from that here as the scoring picked up in the second half. And exclusion will go against Melissa Seidemann, and a timeout called by Hungary. Coach Biro calling for time.
I think Krikorian not too happy with how the referee's been calling the game today.
Couple of thoughts for the official there as his team comes over for the huddle. 1:32 to play. Let's now look at Hungary's bench. 10-6, USA in front. And much like Monday night in Miami at Ransom Everglades, using the third and fourth quarters to pull away in this one. Sammy Hill, 5 saves. Adina Gengel, 6 for Hungary. Hungarian goalkeeping, that was really huge early on. Kept them right there. Some big saves, aggressive out of the goal, forcing some steals, but Team USA has figured it out here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I tell my kids all the time, you're going to be just as physically fit as the other person at this point in your career. It's a mental game, and I think that's what's coming down here, just a mental game right now. Who can take the physicality, keep their composure, and still play ball.
Power play for Hungary, 1:20 to go. Antal lost the handle. Uyakat on top of the perimeter, they work it around. Kishalecki, sides even. Power play ending. Kishalecki, the lefty, winds up, goes hard off the post. Rebound in front. Musselman tries to clear it out, but waiting is Dora Antal. Thinking perhaps she thought that the sides were coming even then. You throw to the corner, that often works out. Not the time here. But immediately makes up for it as she dives into a passing lane and forces a turnover.
There goes that ball side perimeter defense again.
And Steffens gets Musselman live. Musselman on the move, working in, goes weak side. Clark, easy money. KK Clark connecting from Maddie Musselman on the counter. Team USA puts this one to bed as they go in front now, 11-6, 43 seconds to play.
I mean, it's just good teamwork right here. She knows she could take the shot. She sees her teammate wide open. Boom. It's just good play.
And unselfish play. Musselman likely could have scored there herself. Goes to the better option, Clark. Final moments of this one. 35 seconds to play. Don't forget, join us Saturday afternoon at Fordham. 2 p.m. Eastern start. USA and Hungary. Final game of this 3-game set. A few tickets still available at usawaterpolo.org or watch live right here on USA Water Polo TV. Sammy Hill controls, and that'll be all. With 10 seconds to play, shot clock is off. And Team USA can swim away with victory. Another hard-fought win over Hungary that came in the second half, and it's a win in Greenwich. Team USA takes it 11-6. In front of a capacity crowd at the Greenwich YMCA, they come up victorious, and they jump out to a 2-0 lead in this three-game series with Hungary. The finale coming Saturday in the Bronx. Chris, as we look back at this one, a balanced scoring attack. Courtney Mathewson leads the way with 3 goals, KK Clark with 2, but Musselman, Seidemann, Fatal, Neuschel, Gilchrist, Craig, it goes on and on. They get everyone involved. A balanced attack does the job for Team USA.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's always nice to have weapons. Definitely nice to have weapons. And with all the movement, to isolations, to your man up, and everything else, they definitely know how to find the right player at the right time.
Rita Kestilyi, 3 goals to lead the Hungarian attack. Adina Gangel, 6 saves in net. Sammy Hill gets the win for Team USA, 6 saves in her own right. And that will wrap things up for us here from the Greenwich YMCA. For my partners Betsy Armstrong, Chris Vidal, and our entire USA Water Polo TV crew, Greg Meskel saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you Saturday in the Bronx. Have a great evening, everyone.